Hello, everyone, and welcome to Isaac News today. Yes, we are back after the Easter break, and it is just delightful to see you all there. Thank you for everyone who is here. And I just want to ask y'all first. Hang on, just let me make sure I can't see. Good. So you should be able to hear me. If anything goes wrong, let me know. I might be a little rusty after the break. But I want to hear from y'all. How are you doing? What is happening in your life? And how was your Easter? What did y'all do? We had some ham, which means we aren't Jewish, but Joanne says, "Hey, Isaac." Hey, Joanne. Welcome to the stream. Congratulations. I'll be getting to that later once we near the end, but thank you for being here. Thank you to everyone for being here. And first, we're going to open to our fun fact of the day, which comes from mustdocanada.com. And Joanne says she became a grandma today. Congratulations. I am so happy for you. And yeah, that's just amazing. So then that means everyone, all your children now are aunts or uncles. And well, that's just amazing. And so it's always It's always so exciting when new life comes into the world. Anna says she's excited to watch tonight's show. I'm excited to do tonight's show and for you to be here. Thank you, Anna. So our fun fact comes from mustdocanada.com, and it's about Canada and why you should visit. I have been. As you can tell, Canada is actually the second largest country in the world, according to the website. And another fun fact, it has the longest highway in the world at 4,725 miles in length, and Canada has 6 time zones, which is just incredible. Right? Like, I like Canada. I mean, it's peaceful, maple syrup, you got a leaf on the flag, why not? Mari says it's been too long. It has been too long, y'all. It was rough not doing anything on Good Friday, but, gotta honor the Lord for his day. But, all right. So, guys, thank you for being here. I'm very excited. Let's just hop right into it. It might be a shorter one today because 2-week break, but we got 15 questions and I got 15 answers. So, all right. Our first question comes from Pet Parade. Thank you for being on the show, Pet Parade. And let's see. Also, y'all, I think you can see here, I tried to put in the log so that way you can see when I can see your comments. I'm still working on getting the right background, though, because the white with the white text on it doesn't make it easier. So I have a box over here I can read, and I'll still be reading off of that. Lorene says Canada has a lot of good things. That's true. Oh, wait, no, that was Alf who said that. And Andrew says, who is your favorite Canadian YouTuber? Don't have one. I don't. I don't know too many. Well, hang on. If you guys know the show, I think it's Blimey Cow or Messy Mondays, they have a friend that's on there who's Canadian, and I'd probably say her. She's pretty funny when she's on. Okay. So from Pet Parade, you were here asking, what do you do when you send your dog to the groomer, but when you pick up the dog, they give you a big rat? Sue them. If that is not your pet, then that is horrible. But I'm going to assume you mean, like, the haircut is bad. Never go there again. That's the best thing I got, because every time our pets would get, shaved or whatever, they would look like rats for like a month, but I was terrible at brushing them, so that was better than the alternative of matted fur. So, yeah, that's what I would say. Thank you for your question. Okay, so from Popcorn, clever name, why is it that cheddar popcorn tastes worse when you get a caramel and cheddar popcorn mix than when you just get cheddar popcorn? I think it's because of the caramel particles. That's what I would say, because no one, when you have caramel popcorn, wants to eat cheddar. Or if you do, you're unique, and God bless you, but you're wrong. So, caramel popcorn is better than cheddar, but cheddar popcorn is great. Just don't eat them at the same time. I can't handle it. Have y'all... I don't know. I like doing weird food combinations sometimes, so now I might shove, like, caramel and cheddar popcorn in my mouth at the same time, see how that works. But I've never tried that. Have y'all... What's the weirdest food combo you've done? Okay, so our next question is going to come from White Christmas. And they are asking, what do you do with a general who stops being a general? You make them be specific? I don't know. That's what I would say. Oh, and Alf says he's done the Oreo challenge, and for those of you who aren't familiar, that's when you take an Oreo, you take off the frosting, and you say, whatever you put between the two cookies, I'll eat. And I was there when Alf did this challenge, and oh my gosh. Now, my sister-in-law is like one of the most creative people I know. She put mayonnaise, mustard, I think she even put a grape that was covered in ketchup or something in between them. I can't do that with textures. I would try once for you guys, but no. Okay, and Rhonda says she's done popcorn and M&Ms, and they're the best? Oh, I know people do that, but in general, I'm not a popcorn fan. I'm a Twizzlers kind of guy. Oh, Mari is asking, is it pronounced caramel or caramel? I think it's depending on the mood, because you have caramel is like when it's by itself, but when you're eating it, it's caramel to me. That's how I would say it. Thank you for the question, though. Okay, so from White Christmas, wait, before we do that, Rhonda says peanut butter and pickle sandwiches were actually pretty good. Oh, you poor person. I'm sorry you had to do that. And Alf says I put mashed potatoes with scrambled eggs and ham one morning with blue cheese dressing. Never again. Is that bad? I mean, I think he's here. What do you think? It was that bad?
Well, I wouldn't serve it to just anybody.
They gotta have a decent palate, huh?
Yeah, you probably should have certain. But blue cheese was not the right thing.
Blue cheese is not right with eggs, potatoes, and ham.
Blue cheese goes with everything, but not that.
You heard it here first, folks. Wait, Bella says she put pickles and crushed hot Cheetos. It's actually really good. Why? Why would you? Well, with the right pickle, I suppose. I would try that. All right, y'all got to send me a picture the next time you do that and show me how to make it, because I'd try that. Okay, so for White Christmas, what do you do with a... Oh, wait, we just did that one. So from Would You Rather, welcome back to the show, Would You Rather. Would you rather read or write? Would you rather choose fall or spring? Would you rather own a movie theater or a community center? All of this applies to you guys as well, but I will answer... I guess I'd rather read than write, because I'm a reluctant writer. I enjoy writing, but if the story's already done and it can keep me engaged, that's good, because when I write, I know the ending, so there's not as such as high stakes. It's like, what's going to happen to them? Are they going to be alive or dead? And it's like, well, I know. I just have to put it on the page. So that's my struggle. Would you rather choose fall or spring? That's a toughie. You see, because spring is great because everything's getting warmer instead of colder. But I was born in fall. So I think I'd go with fall just for that, because that automatically makes it the best season of the year. Plus, you could still... Fall is when you could swim and it be cold, but that makes it impressive. And so that would be me. Like, y'all, when the opportunity presents itself, I will swim when there's snow outside in a pool and then have a snowball fight. Did that with some friends who were watching the stream, actually. It was great. Okay. Thank you for... Wait, I didn't answer the last one. Would you rather own a movie theater or a community center? I think I'd go with the community center, because in the community center, I could show and screen movies, and I could do a lot more. But that would be me. What would y'all pick? That's a tough one. Those are really good questions. Thank you. So from Tech Neck, I love it. I love that name. I've been pretty good about staying away from social media. Good for you. However, with my new job, I can really engage our community about our place through using these platforms, whereas my boss is not that kind of person. Where I will work would be good for parents to be informed on Facebook and teens through Instagram, but should I go back with a tendency of becoming addicted again? Help! You share great content, so isn't there a place where social media can be a good thing? You are too kind. Thank you. Flattery will get you everywhere. Isn't there a place where social media can be a good thing? Absolutely. Because there's a time and a place for everything, according to Ecclesiastes. And Paul says everything is permissible, but not everything is beneficial. That leads me to believe that, of course, there's a time and a place. So, congratulations about staying away. Social media, as you know, is highly addictive. So, I think staying away from it when you can, or setting a time limit, because I think in our phones now we can set limits on specific apps so we can't use it more than a set amount of time a day. Somebody check me on that. I'm not sure. I feel like one of my cousins told me, and he's like a tech whiz, so I'm inclined to believe him. But you're saying your boss is not that kind of person, so that either means they hate social media or they don't want to learn it. And if they don't want to learn it and you can, that means you become much more valuable when you can use and spread the word. So I say go for it. Just make sure you keep yourself careful. Keep yourself careful. Gosh, sorry. Just if you feel you're starting to get addicted, do a detox again. Just make yourself wait a bit. And Andrew says, if you don't pay for the product, you are the product. Facts. Capitalism at its finest. So from Marmaduke, oh, thank you for the question, Tech Neck. It's my pleasure. I hope that helps. If not, please put in another one, and I'll answer it again. So from Marmaduke, thinking of getting a Great Dane, thoughts? One thing I know for sure is that all Danes are great. I bet someone who's Danish wrote this one, because all Danes are great. Like, I've been to Denmark. It's not an understatement. They're all incredible. But thinking of getting a Great Dane, thoughts? 2 plus 2 is 4. Pi is 3.141519 infinity. But from the snap, I guess that's not the right answer. I do not think you should get a Great Dane, though, because if it's truly great, that means it takes a great deal to deal with a Great Dane. And so I would go with a small dog, because I like little small dogs. I guess it depends on the purpose why you want a dog, though. That's my response. Thank you for the question. Would y'all get a Great Dane right now? I'd rather have like a little puppy that like doesn't bark and I don't have to clean up after. That's my ideal pet. Okay, so from Jesse, I have been told that martial arts is a good way to get into shape. Do you know if this is true or not? And if it is one martial arts better than others, or should I look for one that incorporates more martial disciplines? Thanks for your time in this fun show each week. We really enjoy it. I enjoy it too. I'm glad you're here. Oh, and Lorene says she would like a blue healer. That is true. I would like a blue healer too. They could like heal my wounds, and then I wouldn't have to go to the hospital. But I don't think that's the same type of healer. Okay, but martial arts is a good way to get into shape. Heck yeah, I'm a black belt in karate. I'm not in good shape right now, but that's because I haven't practiced it as much as I should. But it is definitely true. What is one martial art better than others? You really shouldn't answer that, but yes, there obviously is. And I'm going to say it, karate's better than taekwondo. Taekwondo, you're impressive, you got limber legs, but karate, I can take your leg and break it. That's what I would say. And that's what I was told by my mixed martial arts sensei who studied it for a living. She said taekwondo and karate, they don't even fight in the same leagues in mixed martial arts tournaments because karate's too intense for it. That's not too harsh taekwondo. Anyone who does taekwondo, you got my respect. But objectively, karate is about standing your ground and winning, and taekwondo is about kicking and running away. Oh, Anders says sea monkeys are good if you don't want to clean up. True. And Rhonda says you can get one of those dogs in the toy department at Walmart. Yes, that is true. I might do that. And Anders says just see what martial arts win the most UFC matches. Yeah, there are definitely other martial arts that are newer that could beat karate. I think like Chuck Norris made a new one, and it's called like Chuck Kwon Do or something, and that probably could beat karate because it's Chuck Norris. So, Anders says probably judo could beat them both. Not true. Judo could get you on the ground, but like jiu-jitsu probably could do that. Or like, what's the Israeli martial art? That one is intense. It's Krav Maga. That, when I look at that, gosh, those sparring matches are just incredible. So thank you for the question, and still the answer is karate. Okay, so from Undecided, looking for some advice on if I should get some contacts or not, and if so, should they be the daily wear kind or the monthly ones? Thanks for any input you have about this. Thanks for having a fun show. You are very funny. Thank you. I appreciate it. You came to the right place because I'm still struggling with this myself with ordering contacts. I feel like daily would be better, but they cost more and it's more wasteful for the environment. But I don't know if contacts are easily biodegradable. But if they are, I wouldn't want them degrading in my eye, and that's a fear. Weeklies, I think, probably are good. I think there's even monthlies, but I forget to change them if I wear them for a month. So Mari says monthly. Really, Mari? Like, I'm too forgetful. I feel like weekly would be good because then, this every Sunday or every Friday, it's been a week. Okay, time to change them. That's me, but I like that. Also, like, what brands do y'all use? Because the last time I used contacts to any of my optometrist viewers, my eyes stayed red for like 3 days after I took my contacts out. They were totally fine, but yeah. And Alf says he would go with daily just like underwear and socks. Wow. Huh. Well, thank you for sharing that. I am curious because I have an aunt who sometimes watches the show. So if Anina, you're there, please share some of your knowledge in this because I would love to know. Okay, so in the meantime, we're going to move on to Sam. Oh, wait a minute. Mari has a good point here. You just remember the day of the month, first or last, and she uses Bioinfinity or Biofinity. That is a good brand. That is a good brand, and that's very clever. I'm not that organized. I don't know if I could. And Rhonda says you don't need to wear them every day, even if they are a month or week. That is true. Yeah, you don't, because it's America, and you don't have to do anything. Except pay taxes, which everyone should. But, okay, so from Sam, they are asking, you always keep us entertained on Fridays. We missed you last week. Thanks for your show. Just curious, what are your 3 favorite soups? And what is your favorite brand or type of mac and cheese? Great question. 3 soups. Number 1, in this order, I'm going to go with cheese soup, which is a Hames Stentoff family recipe. It's great. Then I think I would go with chicken and dumpling soup. And then chicken noodle soup, because death to chickens. And favorite type of mac and cheese? Cheeto? I've been trying this Cheeto mac and cheese that my older brother forced me to try. And it's just so orange. You know it's not healthy for you. But it's, I can't deny, it's the best mac and cheese, period. To everyone, you gotta try it. If you haven't had Cheeto mac and cheese, it's a crime. Unless you're lactose intolerant, and then it's just barely not a crime. And Kimberly says she likes chicken tortilla. That is a very good soup. It's very spicy. Like, the Chick-fil-A soups I really like. They're just a tad spicy for me. So I have to be in the right mentality for it. Andrew says carrots are orange. That's true, but I know I'm eating a carrot. And this is our noodles that looks like carrots. Andrew, who made me had it. Oranges are orange. Yes, that's true. I don't know where you're going with this. They are natural. Yes, they are natural, Andrew. I don't... Okay. All right, we're going to take a quick break, and I'm going to show you guys the philosophy phrase of the day. And this one is a bit more modern. I heard this phrase on Everybody Loves Raymond. Okay, but I still get a signal. From Everybody Loves Raymond, Robert said this to his younger brother Raymond, who thinks he's the center of the universe, which is totally uncommon for youngest siblings. They never think they're the most important, never usually get their way. But, and he says this phrase, which is, it is nice to be important, but it's more important to be nice. But that's not who said this originally. To any of y'all who do, please let me know. They look like this, which is probably a big clue, because all names are very easy to guess from a picture. And if you got it right, you would have said his name is John Templeton. Yes, apparently he was a British stockbroker, and he said this quote. So I don't know why, but it's just great. And Alf says, spoken like a true baby of the family. Oh, that was Lorene who said, spoken like a true baby of the family to say that they are not spoiled. We're not spoiled! We just have seen how it works with our older siblings, and we know how to dance around the rules a bit. And Andrew says, George Soros? No, it was John Templeton. Good guess, though. Thank you. And that is our philosophy phrase of the day. There were so many good ones that I wanted to share, but I feel like right now this is what we need to focus on. It's more important to be nice, but it is nice to be important. So, the youngest are by far the least spoiled. Amen. Because we get all the hand-me-downs. We get all the... we get all the you aren't in charge, your siblings are. You know, we hardly get anything. To all my fellow youngest siblings, rise up and say how you were harmed. Okay, so... and Alf says they had to even borrow... Nope. They had to even borrow underwear. I did not get that.
Well, we were poor.
Luckily. He was poor. Okay, he says. Wow. Okay. So we're just going to get right back to it. Wow, that's a lot. Okay. From Sam. Welcome to the show, Sam. You always keep us Wait. That was what I just did. Sorry, guys. From Banana Guy. If I put a banana in a jar of milk, can I make homemade banana milk? I mean, I guess you could. I don't think it would taste as good as you think, but, you know. Andrew says you don't think you had used underwear. Gross, Andrew! Why? No. Oh, gosh. Now I have to repress so many memories. All right. Great, my older brother's accusing me of having to have that I had hand-me-down underwear. Great, this has been a shocking revelation. But Dante asks, what about middle siblings? Wait, middle siblings exist? Okay, no, middle siblings are great because they can just be invisible and get all around the rules. But I think like good families would know not to ignore the siblings just because they're in the middle. But my mom's a middle sibling, my dad's the youngest sibling, I'm the youngest sibling, so I don't have much experience with middle siblings, other than they tend to get forgotten most of the time, and so they need recognition too. Hashtag make middle sibling day a thing. Okay, so from Moon Pie, welcome to the show, Moon Pie. What is your favorite pastime? Living life. Just to the fullest, but, I mean... I like to think, or I like to embrace stories, whether that be in video games or movies, books. I like to see if people can pull the wool over my eyes, if I can still be surprised. But in general, I think I like to play video games the most. Smash Bros, I don't know, Zelda, anything by Nintendo is gold. So, although lately I've been playing like Spyro and Crash Bandicoot. Those are difficult. And now that I think about it too, one of the best ways I like to think is going on a walk. And so I like take a walk every day with my folks just while we can, because eventually I'll get to where they can't walk. And, you know, so you got to enjoy the time with your parents while you can. They're in the room, so they heard me. But hey, it's the truth. I share on this channel. Okay, thank you for the question. So, y'all, the lesson from that response is walk with your parents. And Al says we will use wheelchairs. Okay, but I'm not pushing you. No, okay, I will. I will. So, walk with your parents while you can. And Andrew says, what? Why would you say that? Because I can. It's America. That's great. I mean, I'll be nice. And I love spending time with them. Why aren't you walking with them? Your excuse is you're halfway across the country. Pfft, whatever. All right. So from 7. Have you played the next season of Fortnite? What is new? I have not played the next season of Fortnite. Oftentimes I enjoy playing Fortnite with my brother, and then when he doesn't, I just get bored because you can play any game where you can shoot others and have more fun. So I enjoy that. What's new? What I've seen is there's like wildlife now that you can shoot or something or ride. Anders says all the way across the country, Screwsly. Actually. Oh, actually. Oh, actually, I'm across the country, so I can't walk with them. All the way across the country. Oh, yeah. Good excuse, man. If you wanted to, you could make it work. All right. Okay. So from Jimmy Dean, he makes a good breakfast. If you had to choose a different major in college, what would it be? That's tough. Because it depends. Do I still have to pay for the major? Because that will affect my decision. Because, y'all, I'm going to be honest. No offense to anyone there, but I'm not majoring in acting. Because that doesn't guarantee a job. I'm minoring in acting, so people know it's a passion of mine. But I guess I would think about making that a major. But if it wasn't that, I think I'd go with psychology. Or my mom is telling me that math would be a good option. And yes, it would, because I love math. I recently had the opportunity to become a tutor unofficially for someone. And y'all, I love teaching people math. So I'm being serious. If any of y'all have trouble with it, let me know, and I'll be happy to help. And Rhonda says, make sure it's motorized so you can run him. What? Oh, with the wheelchair. Yeah, okay. Alf says he would major in teaching. We need more teachers that care. True, but we also need a system that doesn't put down the teachers that care. I feel our education system is whack. And that's what I would like to work on. So, from Mayonnaise, why do you hate me? Wow, that's cold, Mayo. I'm wonderful and pretty much everyone else really likes and appreciates me. Well, then learn you don't have to have everyone like you. I'm still learning that lesson myself. And Mayo, I'm sorry. You come from eggs, I believe, which always surprises me. And I don't know how to say it. You just disgust me. But I like you. I don't hate you. I just don't want you anywhere near me. Because I can't stand you. Mayo is bitter. Miracle Whip is tastier. Any of the white spreadable condiments, I just don't like. Except ranch. Ranch is decent. Do y'all like mayo or Miracle Whip, though? That makes me wonder. What's the difference? Maybe that'll be our fun fact next week. All right. From Child of the King. Way to go. Mayo is the best. No, it's not. Good try, though. What is your favorite Bible verse for when you are going through a hard time? That's deep. I mean, I think it's Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength. That just works for every situation. But I also like 1 Timothy 4:12. It stuck with me, especially being a young man. When I think I memorized it when I was 8, and it's just very inspiring. Just don't let anyone look down on you because you are young, but instead set an example for how others should be. And I think that's the epitome verse that everyone should follow. And back to the mayo. Catherine says mayo. Andrew says mayo is great. Don't be... I'm not, Andrew. I'm not that kind of guy. Wow. Jeez. Okay. From best aunt. Ooh, we're throwing down. Oh, gosh. Is aunt pronounced ant, aunt like gal it's spelled, or ant like the bug? I think it depends on how close you are to the person and the letter that follows, because you could have Aunt Tina, you could have Aunt Anina, you could have Aunt Lorene, Aunt Lorene. It really depends on how close you are in your culture, I think. Like for me, the people who darn, I don't want to say this in case they watch, but you know what? Auntie tends to be my favorite for the people I'm closest with. So that's what I would go with. Auntie, but aunt is more formal. So if you're going to be at like a ballroom, I wouldn't yell, Auntie! I would go, well, if it isn't my aunt, we're being fancy today. So that's my answer. Thank you for asking. Whoa. From Confused. Gosh, okay, guys, whip out your pencils. Let's see this. 3 guests check into a hotel room. The manager says the bill is $30. So each guest pays $10. Later, the manager realizes the bill should only have been $25. To rectify this, he gives the bellhop $5 as five $1 bills to return to the guests. On the way to the guest's room to refund the money, the bellhop realizes that he cannot equally divide the five $1 bills among the three guests. As the guests are not aware of the total of the revised bill, the bellhop decides to just give each guest $1 back and keep $2 as a tip for himself, and proceeds to do so. As each guest got $1 back, each guest only paid $9, bringing the total paid to $27. The bellhop kept 2, which, when added to the 27, becomes 29. So if the guests originally handed over 30, what happened to the remaining $1? It was used for profit. But, wait. Each guest pays 10, so that's 3 of them. The manager realized the bill should have only been 25. Well, then this is still wrong, because that means the total was 27 when they only should have paid 25. So that's confusing. That definitely is confused. If you want to have a tutoring session, let me know. Email me, and then we can talk about it in detail there. But, sorry, I missed some comments. Let me go back. Kimberly says she pronounces it aunt, like how it's spelled. Rhonda says she likes Isaiah 54:17, no weapon formed against me shall prosper. I love that too. And then Kim also says she likes auntie, or is it auntie? Oh gosh. All right, this has been great, guys. So I'm gonna get to our Andrew said. Interesting. Well, okay. I'm gonna get to our closing thoughts. At first, guys, college is just crazy. Like, okay, it's really fascinating right now. We didn't have a break for Easter because apparently it's not a national holiday, even though it should be, when we recognize every other religion, but Christianity keeps getting swept under the rug. But I digress. This week, I had the opportunity to attend an online event with the current writer of the Captain America comic book series, and I'm going to try to pronounce this correctly. So to anyone who says, well, that's incorrect, I'm sorry. Okay, but his name is Ta-Nehisi Coates. If I mispronounce the name, I'm truly sorry. But the event talked about how we can improve our country, something we should always be talking about. And yet, throughout the program, 2 things struck me as weird. Usually, it was over Zoom. So to any of y'all who may have attended more Zoom webinars, can you see how many people are attending? Because normally I can, but for this one I couldn't, which I found strange, but whatever. And the guest speaker, Mr. Coates, uttered such statements when he was asked the questions, and he would say things like, we need a new country and a new political class of people, which, are bold statements. Yet, one thing that made me pause and think was when someone asked him a question like, how could we use social media to positively affect our country for change? And he answered, I don't think I'm qualified to answer that. Which leads me to think, what did you get training in? He's a noted author, has won awards, and several of his books are being turned into movies. So I think he has a lot of experience, but when you won't answer something about how we could use social media, but you will say, we need a new country, doesn't really add up to me. But on another note, I also had to write a music video analysis paper for my communication theory analysis class. And so we got to choose our own video, and then we had to look at it. How are people portrayed? What is the message? And so I chose the video Watching You by Rodney Atkins, a sweet song about how sons look at their fathers to be the primary example of how they should behave, or they become the greatest warning of how not to behave. And it was a lot of hard work. I had to watch the video like 7 times to make sure I'm describing it accurately. And over the course of time, my professor shared with the class that he has 186 of these essays to grade, and he takes about 40 minutes per essay. And one of the notes that he left on mine just melted my heart and made me feel so nice was he said, "Thank you for showing me this song. It's a great reminder of the father I want to be for my child." And it's always just so nice when you get positive feedback. And so it was just wonderful. So Oh, hang on. I just got a notification. We have one more question we're going to answer. So let me take a look at that. Oh, indeed we do. It just came in. From mayonnaise again. Oh, I see. You do. You only hate things that, wow, you should broaden your right. Wow, you are missing out on tartar sauce, mayonnaise, Miracle Whip, queso, and more. I'm not missing out on queso. Queso is good. The world will only heal once we stop putting up silly divides. Will you start healing the world? Will you try some mayonnaise on next week's show? You sick SOB. Fine. Fine, you tell me how. Do you want it like in a spoon? You want it spread on a sandwich? What? I will take a bite. Just for you, Mayo, to show you I'm willing to put aside my bias to improve the world and give other condiments like you a better chance. So, you put it in next time, and we'll see. Thank you, Mayo, for that shocking revelation. All right. Closing thoughts. That has just completely derailed me. Mari wants to be a spoonful. Thanks, Mari. You guys don't get this. I'm bad with textures. I don't want to eat mayo. Fine. Because I like you, Mari. If more people keep commenting spoonful, I'll eat a spoonful. But I reserve the right to spit it out. All right. But Mari says if you want to like it, have it with a ham sandwich. We'll see what we have when we get there, but I'll try. Okay. So you guys, please leave in the comments if you want me to eat mayo by the spoonful or spread it in front of you on a sandwich and eat that. We'll see how it works. Man, I had a nice closing thought here, but now, wow. You guys just fine. Okay. All right. So, Kim says mustard is healthier anyways. Anno says she wants a spoonful. Maybe we'll do mustard in 2 weeks. I don't know. All right. So, as we reach the end of our show tonight, I just want to give a shout out really quick. If you guys were here at the beginning, you heard one of my aunts in the comment section shout out that she is a grandma. And so I just want to give congratulations to my cousin who just had his first baby girl, well, first child, and it was a baby girl that was brought into the world today. Congratulations to you and your wife and to their grandparents, as this is your first grandchild. Congratulations. And that also means I'm giving congratulations to the new aunts and uncles too. Y'all will be great. Put it to prayer because it changes your life. So with that announcement, I'm going to close by encouraging you all to keep living your best life and live with no regrets, such as having a biased opinion against mayo, apparently. So I'm going to ask you all, please like and share this video. Share it so that way I can't back out of eating that disgusting condiment you guys like for some reason. And I will see you all same time, same place next week. Keep shining the light, grasshoppers. Peace.